welcome back to Toward a Better Us.
Today, in following with the theme and name of this channel, Toward a Better Us, a way for us to grow, develop, and just become better people while traveling and living the dream life, we are going to talk about a special book that has really influenced us and has really, I feel like, taken us on the step to being better versions.
That book is The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, and today we'll discuss 7 lessons that we learned from this book. We read this book at a time where I guess we had a lot to learn, so it really impacted us in a big way. So we hope it does for you too. So let's dive in.
The essential theme of the book: you can find great success in any area by just taking one consistent step at a time every single day. I personally put this to the test as soon as I read the book. I always wanted to be able to do a 1-arm pull-up. So for 30 days, every single day, I put a timer for 10 minutes and I did 1-arm pull-up training. And by the end of the 30 days, I went from this to this. I was shocked. Needless to say, I'm a believer in this idea.
Like the expression, fortune favors the prepared, the author actually gives a formula for this. Preparation plus attitude plus opportunity plus action equal luck. Be prepared for the opportunity that might come your way, and by having also the right attitude, and take action to seize that opportunity. For this lesson, an example that I have for myself would be how I finally got to where I wanted to be with that traveling lifestyle. So the first step, preparation. I was getting the certification to teach English as a second language. The other thing was the attitude. I was determined to make that work, however it would be. I had the opportunity. So luck struck, and I actually had the opportunity because of another person who told me about this. And finally, I took the action and I applied. I really think this is also linked to how you react to how things happen to you.
Track everything you do in the area you want to improve the most. For example, if you're wondering why your spending is out of control or why you're not able to save, first you need to identify where the money is going. To do that, there's a couple of methods. One, you take a little notebook, a pen, and each time you buy something online, in store, anything, you write it down, what it is and the amount. Or you can also use Google Sheets. It's kind of Excel in your email. So as soon as you make a purchase, you get your phone out, type it in, you have it logged. This can also make it that you sometimes will not buy something just to not note it down. Do this for 1 month and you'll be shocked at the money you're throwing away instead of just saving. We personally use Google Sheets. As you've seen in some of our videos for the different countries we stayed in, the amounts we spend, how we track everything. Because of this, we've been able to be very conscious of our money, and we've been able to live off a lot less and are even able to save some money. That's huge. And this can also work for eating junk food and everything like that. Just give it a shot, 30 days. It also becomes a habit after 30 days, but we'll get to that.
Of course, willpower is a great thing to have. It can make you go that extra step forward. But when you have why power, it really makes you go further. For example, why do you wake up in the morning to work on your business? Why do you go for a run 3 times a week? Why do you do this? Why do you do that? When you know the reason why you do things, it actually really helps mentally. An area where I feel like I don't have that why power yet and I really want to work on it is my Romanian learning. So my why to learn Romanian is actually to be able to talk to our kids, if we have some, But this is not in the plans for now. So my why is really not there yet, and it shows in my learning. That is also why with my private students I always ask them for their why. And I've had a student with a very strong why a few months ago, and it really showed in his learning. So, yes, go get that why, write it down, and you'll get to your goals.
Habits. We all know the right or wrong habits can make or break you. This is important because the habits are the strong foundation to your why power. It sets up the proper tools to keep that answer to your why power going. And right now, I'm going to give you 5 tools from the compound effect to help you develop better habits. Tool number 1, identify your triggers. Look at your list of bad habits and identify the who, what, when, where that cause you to react and have the bad habit. Tool 2, clean house. Take the steps to remove the triggers to your bad habit. For example, if you want to stop drinking alcohol, 1, stop buying alcohol, and also get rid of all your fancy alcohol drinking glasses. Tool 3, alter habits so they are not as bad. For example, instead of sodas, try flavored waters. Tool 4, ease into it. Don't try to just jump into the deep end. Progress a little bit each day. For example, if you want to quit drinking coffee, start with 50-50 regular decaf, then switch to decaf, then you can try tea, then no coffee. It's less of a shock on your system and it helps make sure you do not regress. Tool 5, well, just jump in. Some people just have fortunate ability that they can just go cold turkey on any bad habit and be fine. But for the most of us, we know it's not that easy. So following the previous 4 can help you have better habits. As a personal example, the way I tried this was I had a very bad sweet tooth. For example, I would take a jar of Nutella, take a spoon and just eat. And at one point I found out my brother just all of a sudden were diagnosed as diabetics. Seeing as that could run my family, I didn't want to become the next victim of that issue. So to help lower my sugar intake, I followed the steps. For the triggers, it was I don't like boredom eating and just snacking. So whenever I felt a little craving, I'd go grab a fruit instead. In order to clean house, I quit buying the Nutella, the chocolate, everything. It was a lot easier not to be tempted if it's not there to eat it. To swap it, I just replaced it with fruits and just made my own desserts. I would make my own banana breads, my own brownies, and use little to no sugar. So it just helped me control the craving. This is also the method I used to ease in by making it myself. Couldn't just go cold turkey, and I still sometimes go for that piece of chocolate or something, but I generally make sure it's low sugar and I only have a little bit, so it's worked. And I highly recommend you give this a shot for just a month and on any bad habit you have, and you'll see that'll make a big change.
Create routines by making a chart where you actually track daily if you've done what you wanted to do for the day. This will keep you accountable and it will help you switch things around if you see that, oh wow, today I didn't do this or this or this, okay, tomorrow I'll do better. So you can actually keep track instead of getting to the end of the month and being like, oh, I didn't get to my goals. I haven't done this lately, I should get back to it. But for a while, I actually had a monthly habit tracker in my journal. And every night I would just tick whatever I did that day. And it actually helped me get a few habits going, such as flossing. Yes, flossing is essential.
Control what your mind consumes. We've all heard the saying, you are what you eat. Well, this is definitely true for mindset. If you allow negative thoughts such as bad things on the news, hearing people say that nothing is possible, eventually you're gonna start to doubt it yourself that it is possible. For example, our families, well, they're very worried about us traveling around the world. But that's because all their ideas of what happens in every country just comes from the news, where they're never going to report all the good things that happen, just that, oh no, there's been crime, there's been drugs, etc. But if we actually had just listened to them and just didn't try to experience ourselves and learn for ourselves, we would have never left. We would have just stayed in the comfort of our bubble and just not met the incredible people we've met on this journey so far, and just done and tried all the new things. Some of the ways we've avoided all these negativities are, one, reading books like The Compound Effect and other books that just stimulate positive thinking. Also, we just never really had cable, still don't, and we don't really read the news because it's just going to be depressing. If we want to know about something specific, we'll go research it ourselves. As well, when we used to have our full-time jobs, we worked with very negative people that hated their jobs, complained constantly. And when we left the jobs, we also felt better because we were following our own line of thinking, never hearing anybody. Just now when we meet people that are on the road like us, they're positive, they've experienced, they're excited about just all the world has to offer. Just been a great journey. So stay positive and just enjoy everything and just think for yourselves, learn for yourselves, and stay around positive people.
So by surrounding yourself...
Hey, when did you get here?
Hey. By surrounding yourself with like-minded people, you're able to get more focused and get more of your goals done. A few years ago, I actually joined a challenge on Instagram called Grind a Glam Challenge. And basically we were posting every day, pushing each other, and this helped me so much with my goals. I wish it was still around.
What were the goals for?
Workout goals. Oh, right, I didn't say that. Right, so yeah, it helped me a lot with my workout goals.
So we challenge you, try the same thing. Surround yourself with the people that want to achieve what you want to achieve, and you'll just get pushed a lot farther.
So these were our 7 lessons. There were actually a lot more, but we didn't want to talk about it too much.
We want to leave some other surprise for you to read too.
Yes, you should really read it.
As you can see, this book has changed us a lot from all the examples. It has so many lessons in this book. We just picked 7. Please, we implore you, read the book, find out what's important to you.
And also do all the exercises that he talks about. There are so many. We'll probably add a few in our blog post, but wow.
Yeah, end of each chapter, summary, challenge of exercises. Help yourself become a better version of yourself by just doing one little bit at a time every single day for a consistent period of time, and you'll see it compound, like the book, The Compound Effect. And until next time, bye.